Afternoon before storm chances go up this evening and overnight tonight. Level 2 slight risk for severe storms highlighted in yellow there in green. All severe threats looking possible this evening and tonight, and even some localized flooding. Here's a look at the timing. Like I mentioned, a lot of dry time though until then. Storms begin to move on in around 7 to 10 p.m. That's the estimated severe threat arrival time. And then around 9 p.m. through about 1 a.m. here in this light purple back from Marys County down into Benton County and northern Arkansas, and then around 1 to 3 a.m. in parts of Denton County down into north central Arkansas as well. And like I mentioned, all severe threats looking possible overnight to tonight, including an isolated tornado. Right now though, clouds hanging around. We are dry. We may see a stray shower thunderstorm this afternoon, and we'll continue to see temperatures very warm, low to mid 70s right now, and temperatures today warming up into the low 80s again for many, with some clouds through the day, isolated shower thunderstorm, but a lot of dry time for most. We'll talk more about the timing hour by hour, and a full look at your weekend forecast is coming up. Saturday, cooler air though heading into your Easter weekend. We'll talk more about the forecast and your storm threats hour by hour coming up next. Storms moving in tonight. Here's the front we're tracking. This cold front right here moves on in late this evening and overnight, bringing with it rain and storms, some of which could be severe. Right now though, we are just cloudy, looking pretty dry, but I don't want to rule out maybe a stray shower or isolated thunderstorm this afternoon. Severe threats a level 2, slight risk for severe storms highlighted in the yellow you see right here. Level 1 marginal risk in green from parts of Phelps County all the way down through Harrison into Madison County and northern Arkansas. Right now we have maybe a sprinkle or two back here across parts of southwestern Missouri. Certainly nothing severe right now, and over the next couple of hours, hit or miss rain and an isolated thunderstorm into the evening. Some of these could potentially tap into a lot of energy and become on the strong to maybe low and severe side. This is a look here at 6 o'clock. A few scattered thunderstorms, some of them packing a punch. But here's that main line that we are tracking that will move on in overnight tonight, and that's kind of our main severe event. It looks like the latest model timing compared to yesterday has slowed this down just a bit by an hour or two. Still though, a window of opportunity, I would say around 7 to 9 p.m., clipping some of our northwesternmost counties, and then continuing to work its way off back around 11 p.m. here around Springfield to midnight tonight in Miller County down into northwestern Arkansas. All of these could be severe, all severe threats, and then back over in our easternmost counties around 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning with the severe threat, I'd say winding down close to 4 a.m. to start tomorrow morning off. But we will see some scattered rain through the early morning hours, beginning to dry out north of I-44 a little bit earlier. By lunchtime, most are dry, with the exception of maybe back down towards Howell County, Baxter, Stone County, Fulton County, and then clearing on out certainly by the mid-afternoon, with maybe even some peaks of sunshine for the later half of the day tomorrow. And then we'll be dry Saturday evening, overnight, and for your Easter Sunday morning. Now, severe threats, like I mentioned, all severe threats will be possible. Damaging winds will be our primary threat with the line of storms that we see. Gusts maybe even up to 70 miles an hour. Quarter-size hail, and there is a low tornado risk. An isolated spin-up tornado will certainly be possible, but that won't be widespread either. Now, rain total-wise, a decent amount across much of the area. I'd say on average, most pick up about ½ an inch to an inch of rain north of I-44. Higher totals, though, I'd say in some of our northwesternmost counties, maybe around 1 inch to 2 inches, and then south of I-44, 1 inch to 2 inches looking possible as well. Now, temperatures today warming up upper 70s to low 80s. This evening, back in the low 70s by 9 o'clock. And temperatures tonight, not really our lows. There's going to be a big difference in temperatures tomorrow. We'll see upper 40s to upper 50s, maybe even some 60s in the early morning, maybe trying to rebound back into the afternoon into the mid 50s, but many will drop into the upper 40s, low 50s by mid-morning. 60s on Sunday, which is just a little bit, 61 below average for this time of year. But I do want to mention Sunday morning, the potential for some frost here across mostly our Missouri counties. So if you do have any sensitive plants, I would recommend It's our last very warm day in the 80s for some of you through the week. Upper 70s to around 83 degrees. Storm timing around 7 to 10 p.m. beginning in our northwesternmost counties. These could be severe. 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. here in this light purple, and then 1 to 3 a.m. in our southeasternmost counties. But rain continues tomorrow morning before clearing on out across the area by the afternoon. With that severe threat, be sure to download the KY3 weather app before you head to bed tonight. You should have at least 2 ways to receive weather alerts while you are asleep. One of them, the KY3 weather app. Ron's voice will wake you up in the middle of the night. Temperatures tomorrow will be a bit cooler in the 50s. Low 60s. Homa right now making a run to the Ozarks overnight tonight. It's a first alert weather day. Level 2 slight risk for severe storms in yellow. Level 1 marginal risk there in green. All severe threats will be possible, but wind will be our primary threat that we can expect with storms this evening. Timeline looks to be as early as 7 p.m. I would say in some of our northwesternmost counties, but that severe threat arrival around 7 to 10 in our northwestern counties. 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. in this lighter purple you see right here, and then in our southeasternmost counties in south central Missouri, north central Arkansas around 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Right now, we have maybe just a few isolated, very light showers, but here's the line of storms we're tracking off to our west. Some of them already severe, and we'll continue to see warm temperatures through the evening. Mid to upper 70s right now, making a run towards the 80s today, and clouds hanging around this evening. Temperatures in the low 70s by 9 o'clock. Storm chances going up after dark tonight, and overnight lows will be a bit variable. Upper 40s in the morning in our northwestern counties to maybe still some 60s. And then temperatures lows likely hit in the morning and mid-morning, and then maybe trying to rebound tomorrow afternoon into the mid to upper 50s with rain clearing on out. I'll have the hour-by-hour timing of your storms coming up soon. Tonight, some showers lingering into parts of Saturday for some of you, and then cooler air as we head into the holiday for your Easter. I'll break down the storm timing hour by hour tonight, and we'll talk about when some warmer air returns again coming up soon. Before you head to bed, make sure you have at least 2 ways to receive weather alerts. One of them, the KY3 weather app. Right now, though, just looking at a few very isolated light showers here and there, really just kind of hit or miss. But this is the line of storms we're watching. Kansas and Oklahoma, we've had a couple severe thunderstorm warnings along that front already, and the front will move on in as we head into the night tonight. Here 6 o'clock, still looking pretty mild with a few isolated showers, and then models pulling that timing in maybe a little bit later now, around I'd say 8 to maybe 9 o'clock in some of our northwesternmost counties, and then continuing here towards Highway 65, we'll say around 10 p.m. to around midnight tonight, and then moving back over into our easternmost counties around 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. These could still be severe, but you notice not as organized as they looked heading into our westernmost counties like Vernon County. And I do think these counties right here could potentially see maybe some of the strongest storms today. Regardless, we all have a severe threat, and we'll be watching out for wind as the primary threat there. By around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, the severe threat on out of here. It wraps up around 3 to 4 a.m., but we will begin to still see some rain that could cause some localized flooding in spots. By lunchtime, rain still south of I-44, but clearing out north of the interstate. And then around 3-4 p.m., we should be dry tomorrow afternoon with a lot of sunshine heading into the start of your Easter Sunday. So today, level 2 slight risk for severe storms highlighted here in yellow. Level 1 marginal risk there in green. Those threats are going to include large hail, damaging winds, and the potential for there we go. Heading into your severe threats, isolated tornado certainly not out of the question this evening and overnight tonight. Wind gusts could be around 60 to 70 miles an hour, and hail overall quarter size. We could potentially see maybe up to golf ball size hail possible within a very strong storm. Rain total wise, some won't see as much as others. I do think we'll see more than what this shows right here, but on average about ½ of an inch to an inch. South of the interstate though, some spots maybe closer to 1 inch to 2 inches of rain, and that's where I think we have maybe the better chance for some localized flooding. Temperatures through the evening still in the 70s at 9 o'clock. Lows tonight, not necessarily your lows, but by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, upper 40s to upper 50s, many dropping into the upper 40s by mid-morning, and then trying to rebound back into the mid-50s only by Saturday afternoon. So it will be a cooler day tomorrow, and temperatures Heading into Sunday, we'll be still a little bit below our average high. 37 waking up Sunday morning. That does mean there is the potential for a little bit of frost for some of you here in Missouri, especially. It won't be widespread, but I'd still cover any sensitive plants. Cooler air does arrive. We'll see some showers Saturday morning. It won't rain all day though Saturday. Many dry in the afternoon with a few peaks of sunshine. Low 60s Sunday, mid 60s Monday, and then back in the 70s by Wednesday with a stretch of drier weather. Cooler air moving on in though, and there is the potential for a little bit of frost for some Sunday morning. I don't think it's widespread, but just to put it on your radar that there is the potential for some frost, so cover any sensitive plants that you do have for Sunday morning. I don't think it's as much of a problem in parts of northern Arkansas. And then Easter Sunday in the afternoon, not looking too bad either. Morning egg hunts, obviously very chilly, upper 30s for most. Lunchtime temperatures in the mid 50s. We're sunny all day long, looking excellent in the afternoon in the low 60s. That is a little bit below average for this time of year, and winds will be a little bit lighter during the day as well. But this is what we're tracking moving on in this evening and overnight tonight. A line of storms, a couple severe already back over in Kansas and Oklahoma. First alert weather day for those storms to move on in overnight tonight. Level 2 slight risk for severe storms highlighted there in yellow. All severe threats possible, but wind will be our primary threat with some gusts maybe up to 70 miles an hour. Behind all of this, though, it's not a complete washout of a Saturday. We'll be dry Saturday afternoon and temperatures trying to climb back into the mid to upper 50s. But of course, it's going to be a little bit cooler and below average for this time of year. I'll talk more about the storm timing hour by hour for you coming up on KY3 News at 5. In pink, extending back over into Kansas and Oklahoma. This goes until 10 p.m. There is the potential for more to be added to this later on this evening, just kind of watching how things evolve with that line of storms back over in Kansas and Oklahoma right now. But severe threat arrival time about as early as 7 p.m. I would say. Many though closer to 8-9 p.m. back over from, let's say, Vernon County into St. Clair County, and then by around 9 to 1 a.m. here across this purple color you see in some of our central counties, and then our southeastern counties around 1 to 3 a.m. with that severe threat winding down closer to 3 a.m. Right now, we do have just a few isolated showers out ahead of it, but this is that thin line of storms that we're tracking that could become severe. There's 2 severe thunderstorm warnings along that line right now, and out ahead of that front, we're warm. We're in the mid to upper 70s, 80 now in Harrison and Mountain Home, 77 in Camdenton, and through the rest of your evening, we stay cloudy. Temperatures in the low 70s still at 10 o'clock. Storm chance going up, and temperatures tonight, not really necessarily your lows. Some upper 40s to even some 60s out the door in the morning, with lows likely hit closer to the mid-morning for many, and trying to rebound back in the mid to upper 50s for highs tomorrow afternoon. So it is cooler. It won't rain all day Saturday. I'll show you when the rain clears on out, and your Easter forecast is coming up soon.
Thank you, Danielle.
Pretty quiet across the Ozarks. We just have a few very isolated light showers, hit or miss here and there. But this is what we're tracking. Line of storms off to our west in Kansas and Oklahoma. A couple severe thunderstorm warnings there, producing some large hail and some gusty winds. We'll be watching this line work its way on in over the next couple of hours, and it looks like we'll begin to see the rain and storms beginning to work their way on in closer to our northwesternmost counties, I'd say by around 8. Maybe 9 o'clock, and then continuing to track their way off further to the east overnight tonight. Now still very strong at midnight, punching through some of our northern counties here in Missouri, back down into northwestern Arkansas, and then closer to around 2-3 o'clock in the morning, that main line of strong to severe storms in our southeasternmost counties. But you notice that line starting to weaken a bit. It's just not as organized. Still, some of these could pack a punch, and I'd say overall the severe threat winds down closer to 3-4 a.m. By 7 a.m., rain mostly south of I-44. This not severe, but still maybe some localized flooding in spots. And then by lunchtime, dry north of the interstate, few showers southeast, and then we'll begin to dry out closer to around 3-4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, with clouds breaking up a bit Saturday evening, and we will be nice and sunny for your Easter Sunday morning, just on the cooler side. Level 2 slight risk for severe storms today, highlighted there in yellow. Level 1 marginal risk in green basically clips the rest of us. The threats are going to be the same though, and damaging wind gusts will be our primary threat likely that we see within these storms. Some wind gusts around 60 to maybe even 70 miles an hour. Hail up to quarter size, and then the potential for an isolated tornado certainly there. It's not what we will see the most of. Damaging winds going to be that primary threat as this line works its way on in. Now, some localized flooding also possible. I think this model not showing as much rain as what we'll likely expect here across areas maybe closer to I-44, but many picking up about half of an inch to an inch of rain between now and tomorrow morning, and then heading into areas south of I-44. A little bit greater. I'd say likely around an inch to maybe 2.5 inches, and locally higher totals. You see this putting out maybe totals even closer to 3 inches in some spots. Now, temperature wise this evening will stay on the warmer side. Warm, humid will be in the 70s at 9 p.m. Lows tonight, and really not necessarily lows. Morning temperatures in the low 50s north to upper 50s further off to the south, maybe even some low 60s back over towards West Plains, with morning lows actually hit kind of by the mid-morning in the upper 40s to low 50s. And then tomorrow afternoon we'll be back in the mid to upper 50s for highs. Rain clears on out for the later half of the day. Sunday, a chilly morning, waking up in the 30s for many, and then low 60s for your Easter Sunday afternoon. Now, Sunday morning with temperatures in the upper 30s, there is the potential for a little bit of some patchy frost. Winds will need to stay a little bit lighter, but patchy frost Sunday morning, mostly here in Missouri, not as great of a threat into parts of northern Arkansas. Still, though, I would say if you do have any sensitive plants that you want to live another day, I recommend maybe covering them up Sunday morning or bringing them inside if possible. Monday and Tuesday morning will also be a little bit cooler as well. Now, temperatures Sunday, like I mentioned, for your Easter in the low 60s. That is just a little bit below average for this time of year. Average Monday, still a lot of sunshine, and then we'll be in the 70s by Wednesday with maybe a little bit more rain heading into Friday of next week.
Looking delightful by then, yeah.
Yeah. Now, your weather school question for the day today. When does the pollen season in the Ozarks end? And you're laughing. Everyone, after you said this question, was like, never. It never ends.
It never ends.
And I know it certainly feels like it, but technically there is a time. So, Paul,
you know,
when is it?
In the morning, we used to sing, Brandon and I,
yeah,
Kill the Ragweed. We used to have a little song, Kill the Ragweed, and it was dedicated to the first frost, so I'm going A.
And you are correct, the first frost.
I remember the song. I'm not going to sing it right now. That's only for the morning show. Next, it's the 3rd of the month, and that means it's time for the Buddy Check 3. Emily Pritchard joins us next with a look at the financial options if you're battling breast cancer. It's about timing, and I know this is important to our viewers too.
Yep, so it looks like maybe closer to 8 to 10 p.m. arriving in some of our westernmost counties, around 9 p.m. through around 1 a.m. here in this light purple, and then around 1 to 3 a.m. in some of our southeasternmost counties. But be sure to download the KY3 weather app. With this being an overnight event, you want to make sure you have at least 2 ways to receive weather alerts while you are asleep. One of them could be the app. We're drier tomorrow afternoon and dry and cool for your Easter.